I'm Christopher Titus, people, and this is the Armageddon Update. Government shutdown and the Secretary of War
Hegseth. Yeah.
pisses off the guys who actually handle war. On Tuesday, 800 generals, admirals, and leaders from our military brought to Quantico from their posts around the world. Totally good idea to get all the most important people in one room. Was it for a war plan to dominate the planet? Are aliens finally threatening to end us? And we need to have all our leaders together to get them ready for an invasion from another galaxy?
Welcome to Earth.
Keep my planet name out your fucking mouth!
Nope. Turns out Whiskey Pete Kegsbreath was shaken because he couldn't stir any of our military's leaders to even fucking smile. So many of us were worried that he was gonna demand a loyalty oath to Trump, or he was gonna fire a few hundred generals to turn us into a dystopian authoritarian hellscape. Nope. Turns out it was shaving tips and a recommendation for our generals to attend Zumba classes. Now, I've been public speaking since I was 19 years old, and honestly, between you and I, to bring in a bunch of accomplished professional badasses, men and women who literally have our lives and safety in their hands, and to lecture them about beards, woke, DEI, and not enough cardio was an amazing exercise in how not to run a military. He actually scolded them for being fat.
It's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon.
You know, I think our military needs to be in at least as good a shape as the people in charge of the military. Here are people who are in charge. Then drunk Nazi and ex-newscaster, you may know him as an empty suit full of hair gel and homophobia, continued to scold the generals and admirals on their grooming. This is that same Secretary of Defense that had a makeup room installed at the Pentagon.
I always use an aftershave lotion with little or no alcohol, because alcohol dries your face out.
I'm sure all these career military men who have thousands of years of military experience between them noticed how perfect Vodka Voldemort's eyebrows were.
Pete Hegseth. Yeah.
Nice highlights, Pete. Honestly, at one point, I thought he wants them all to have abs and be clean-shaven. He disparages the women soldiers. Pete's pretty metrosexual. I'll bet Pete has some interesting apps on his phone. Then he started talking about how we don't need to follow the rules of engagement.
We also don't fight with stupid rules of engagement. No more politically correct and overbearing rules of engagement.
You know, if we happen to blow up an innocent family just delivering food, that's just the cost of war, right? It's really great that we have a man in charge of our military and who wants our soldiers to be sexy war fighters and is also pro-atrocity. But this last thing he said before he walked off to deadly silence.
Move out and draw fire. Godspeed.
Draw fire? He wants these guys to draw fire. He wants our military to be shot. Cool. To all of our incredible soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines, thank you for your commitment to the Constitution and the citizens you protect. I apologize for the embarrassing way you were treated by Captain MANSCAPING and Colonel Combeover. Watch Trump as his ass does not get kissed when he walks on.
Thank you very much, Pete. Great job you're doing, too. Fantastic job. I've never walked into a room so silent before. This is very... Don't laugh. Don't laugh. You're not allowed to do that. You know what? Just have a good time. And if you want to applaud, you applaud. And if you want to do anything you want, you can do anything you want. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you can leave the room. Of course, there goes your rank. There goes your future.
Better get out your old army uniform.
Yes, with 108 angry countries, there's bound to be trouble.
Did he think that the warrior brotherhood that he ran from 5 times, the soldiers that he called suckers and losers, were going to treat him like a rock star? The silence and disdain is thick. It's like a weather front. It actually gave me hope. It's pretty obvious that if this orange bloviating dementia patient and this over-polished, slicked-back, alcoholic used car salesman try to turn our brothers and sisters in uniform against us, good luck. One of the soldiers started calling Trump and Hegseth fat man and little boy because they both bombed so hard. I love the military.
Hegseth. Yeah.
I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. It actually gave me hope. I thought, oh, none of these 800 dudes who are literally mad dogging everybody. They're so pissed off, they can barely breathe. They're seething through gritted teeth. And I thought, oh, they're not going to turn against us. In fact, I would say Trump needs to build a bigger wall around the White House.